you guys, this is Jessica from Dominant Sticks YouTube channel. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Anyways, I'm just showing y'all right fast on my way to back to my house. Looks like we're getting ready to go into the storm that's coming. So it's definitely gray skies and it's going to start pouring the rain from what I can tell. I kind of give you a little spin around of how dark the skies were in the other direction there. I'm at Dry Fork in Letcher County right now on the way back to the house. And so it's just starting to rain a little bit right now. Whenever storms like this happen, because most people are so sick and tired of them, if they're anything like me, everybody starts wilding out. So people get wild around here. It's just like in the winter storms, like if snow's expected or something, people start acting wild whenever it starts pouring the rain, or before it starts storming, pouring the rain or whatever. So people, in other words, get prepared, get anxiety or anxious or whatever, and start wanting to get to the house. I had to run to town to do a few things today, had a few appointments, and had to do some errands, and then I went and picked up lunch. I'll be making on a video whenever I get back to the house, but obviously I won't be able to make it outside today because it's pouring the rain. But anyways, I stopped at Subway for lunch and dinner today, so I'll do a review on it whenever I get back to the house. Look at how dark the skies is over in that corner and stuff. I have my window open because the air conditioner on this vehicle doesn't work, and so that's why I have the window open. But I think we're going into the rain, so it must be pouring the rain right at my house. It was just sprinkling pretty much whenever I was at Whitesburg, Kentucky. It was just sprinkling. It hadn't really started raining or nothing yet. But I don't really know. I've not really watched the weather or nothing. But what little bit I've heard about it, we're supposed to get a really, really bad storm. So even like flooding, tornado-like weather here in eastern Kentucky. So it's supposed to be pretty bad from what I've heard. I'm so sick and tired of the rain. I've just had too much rain, too much rain, too much rain. Sick and tired of it. Tired of all the flooding, all the raining, all the storms. With as much problems as I'm already having with my septic tank and stuff. And my water too. I dread it. I'm not looking forward to this at all. You can kind of see probably the wind is starting to pick up. Some of the leaves and stuff where the trees are starting to fly around. We're going into darker clouds, rain clouds or whatever. Kind of see out the window there. They've actually started working on the roads too, up towards past Whitesburg or in Whitesburg or whatever, across from the McDonald's and stuff. They've actually started working on the roads and stuff there on the highway. It's about time. So they're doing road construction all through there right now. The wind is definitely a winding right through here. I don't know if you can see those trees or not. But they did say we would have like tornado-like weather. Now, here in eastern Kentucky, because of the mountains kind of protect us. We do get really strong winds and stuff, but we don't actually get tornadoes. What we do get, if it happens like that, we'll get like what they call straight line winds, which some of those straight line winds can be just as powerful as what a tornado can be, you know, a lower end tornado or whatever. But I can tell the wind is starting to pick up a little bit. Back when I was growing up, we had straight line winds, and my neighbors did see like a little funnel, but they still categorized it as just straight line winds. And it lifted up the trees from the roots. It took them completely out of the ground and cut them off at the roots and tipped them over the trees and the mountains and stuff. That's one reason why whenever I was younger, especially, me and my sibling was always afraid of storms and stuff. It's because of what we went through, and I've talked about that on another video further down in the past about our experiences through that storm that happened when we was children. But storms around here can definitely do their damage. And over here, all this over here, like where this bank is at, and back here where this clinic was at, even to the rooftops was covered in that July flood of 2022, whenever it flooded through here. So flooding is a major thing, it seems like, especially for the past 5 or 6 years or so, or whatever, here in eastern Kentucky. These parts are really bad about getting flooded and stuff. I'm definitely experiencing headaches from all this rain and stuff. It doesn't really bother my joints as bad as what it does. It makes my headaches and stuff worse. And I never did have headaches or nothing like that, or migraines, until I started having seizures back in 2023, and I'm on some very strong medicine for my headaches and stuff that I have to take the shot once a month or whatever for, and I'm looking into, because it's not really helping as good as it should. It helps, but it still isn't preventing them. And so the headaches anyways, now I've not had seizures or nothing since I had them back in 2023, but I've had signs of like where I was going to have seizures or whatever. I've just never had a seizure that I know of. Nothing to hospitalize me or nothing like it was before, but I do get the headaches regularly all the time, and they hurt me. You can see over here next to the bridge there and the blocks down there, the water's already starting to rise a little bit down there, because it's on that first lower block there where they baptize people next to the church there. So that's just from the rain and stuff that we had like off and on for the past few days now. But we're supposed to get more, so. It looks like it's just stopped raining through here, that we might get some more this afternoon. I'm definitely tired of the rain. The only thing that it really affects, though, like I said, is mostly my headaches. It does hurt my knees and stuff, the joints in my knees a little bit whenever it starts to rain, or it's about to rain or something like that. But other than that, you can see my septic out there. It's so disgusting. But anyways, I'm gonna get off here, you guys, and I'll make a different video doing a food review. I was just kind of showing y'all what the skies look like and the weather and stuff, and it is gonna rain and stuff. But I'll get off here and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye.